After the age of 50, many women notice changes that feel sudden but are, in truth, quietly unfolding over years. Hair that once grew easily begins to thin. The scalp feels different. Energy fluctuates, sleep shifts. And often, the first question asked is about hair products, shampoos, or treatments. But biology tells a deeper story. Hair is not a separate system. It is a messenger. It reflects what is happening internally, especially within the delicate balance of hormones that guide growth, repair, and renewal. Hormones are not loud. They do not announce their imbalance with pain at first. They whisper. And food is one of the most powerful ways those whispers turn into harmony or chaos. After 50, the body becomes less forgiving. It no longer compensates as easily for inflammatory foods, blood sugar spikes, or nutrient-poor meals. Estrogen declines, insulin sensitivity changes, cortisol becomes more reactive, and hair follicles, which are among the most metabolically sensitive tissues in the body, respond quickly to these shifts. What many women do not realize is that some foods gently restore hormonal communication, supporting blood flow to the scalp, stabilizing insulin and reducing inflammation that starves follicles of oxygen. At the same time, other foods silently disrupt this balance, increasing hormonal noise, promoting scalp inflammation, and shortening the hair growth cycle without any immediate warning signs. Understanding this relationship is not about restriction or fear. It is about awareness. When food aligns with hormonal biology, the body responds with resilience. Hair regains strength not because it is forced to grow, but because the environment finally supports it again. After 50, hormonal balance becomes a quiet yet powerful determinant of hair health. And one of the most critical factors in maintaining this balance is how the body manages blood sugar. Insulin is often thought of merely as a metabolic hormone, controlling glucose uptake, but its influence extends far beyond energy metabolism. It acts as a signaling molecule that interacts with estrogen, progesterone, and even androgen pathways, which directly influence the hair follicle cycle. When blood sugar levels fluctuate dramatically due to high glycemic foods, processed sugars, or simple carbohydrates, insulin spikes trigger a cascade of hormonal responses that create subtle but persistent stress on hair follicles. Elevated insulin increases androgen activity, particularly dihydrotestosterone, ADHT, which binds to follicle receptors and causes miniaturization, making hair thinner and more fragile. This is why many women over 50 notice their hair becoming finer, more brittle, or shedding more easily. Stabilizing blood sugar through dietary choices creates a calmer internal environment, allowing hormonal signaling to proceed with clarity. Whole foods rich in fiber, minerals, and phytonutrients slow glucose release and reduce the intensity of insulin surges. For example, incorporating vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and intact fruits not only provides steady energy, but also nurtures the gut microbiome. A healthy microbiome contributes to estrogen metabolism and detoxification, as gut bacteria help regulate the conversion of estrogen into beneficial metabolites that support follicle function. When this system works efficiently, follicles remain in the anagen or growth phase longer, instead of prematurely entering catagen, the resting and shedding phase. Micronutrient support further reinforces this process. Chromium, magnesium, and certain B vitamins play essential roles in stabilizing insulin and improving cellular sensitivity to hormonal signals. These nutrients facilitate glucose uptake at the cellular level without triggering excessive insulin release, which indirectly reduces androgen overactivity that could damage hair follicles. Additionally, antioxidants from colorful fruits and vegetables reduce oxidative stress, a silent contributor to follicle weakening. Oxidative stress damages the DNA within follicle cells, impairs nutrient transport, and accelerates miniaturization, making it even more critical for post-menopausal women to prioritize nutrient-dense meals. Hydration is another subtle yet crucial factor. Water supports metabolic processes that regulate blood sugar, enhances circulation to the scalp, and aids in detoxification pathways that clear excess hormones. When hydration is inadequate, insulin and cortisol responses can become exaggerated, reinforcing a cycle of hormonal imbalance that manifests in hair shedding or thinning. Finally, timing and composition of meals also influence hair-supporting hormones. Regular, Balanced meals that pair complex carbohydrates with healthy fats and protein create a more stable hormonal environment than erratic eating patterns. Protein provides essential amino acids for keratin synthesis, while fats support hormone receptor function and anti-inflammatory signaling. This combination ensures that insulin rises gradually and the hormonal orchestra that governs hair follicle activity performs without disruption, giving follicles the sustained support needed to maintain thickness, resilience, and a healthy growth cycle. After 50, the role of dietary fats in supporting healthy hair becomes increasingly significant as the body's ability to synthesize essential fatty acids diminishes and hormonal shifts create new vulnerabilities for hair follicles. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in foods such as salmon, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts, act as powerful anti-inflammatory agents that help maintain follicle integrity and stimulate growth. These fats are incorporated into cell membranes, enhancing their fluidity and function, which allows nutrient signals to reach hair follicle cells more effectively. Beyond structural support, omega-3s influence prostaglandin production, a set of lipid compounds that regulate follicle activity. Prostaglandin D2 in particular is associated with hair suppression when imbalanced, whereas other prostaglandins promote growth. Ensuring sufficient omega-3 intake can help shift this balance toward follicle activation, supporting thicker, stronger hair. In addition to omega-3s, monounsaturated fats like those in olive oil and avocado provide cellular protection and reduce oxidative stress in the scalp. Free radicals, generated through normal metabolism, environmental exposure, and chronic inflammation, attack follicle cells, weakening their ability to produce robust hair. Antioxidant-rich fats protect against this damage, preserving the anagen or growth phase and slowing the miniaturization of hair shafts that often accompanies aging. Fat also plays a critical role in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, which are essential for hair health. Vitamin A supports sebum production to maintain a hydrated scalp. Vitamin D regulates follicle cycling and stem cell activation. Vitamin E functions as a lipid antioxidant protecting follicle membranes. And vitamin K aids vascular health, ensuring nutrient delivery to scalp tissues. On the other hand, certain dietary fats can have a counterproductive effect. Trans fats, commonly found in processed snacks, fried foods, and baked goods, generate systemic inflammation that disrupts hormone signaling, particularly androgen balance, which in turn accelerates hair thinning. Similarly, excessive saturated fats from fatty cuts of red meat or dairy can contribute to insulin resistance and inflammatory pathways, indirectly promoting DHT activity at the follicle level. These fats may also affect liver function, impairing the body's ability to detoxify excess hormones, further impacting follicle health. Balancing the intake of beneficial fats while minimizing harmful ones is crucial for hair maintenance after 50. Incorporating a variety of plant-based oils, fatty fish, nuts, and seeds not only provides structural support for follicles, but also modulates inflammatory and hormonal pathways, creating an optimal environment for hair regrowth. Timing of fat intake, ideally with meals that include protein and complex carbohydrates, enhances nutrient absorption and reduces insulin spikes, further supporting follicle resilience. By consciously choosing the right types of fats, women over 50 can address one of the most overlooked determinants of hair thinning and foster stronger, healthier, and more resilient hair growth. Iron emerges as one of the most critical nutrients for maintaining hair growth and preventing shedding, particularly for women over 50 whose iron stores may fluctuate due to menopause and changes in dietary absorption. Hair follicles are among the most metabolically active cells in the body, requiring a consistent and adequate supply of oxygen to sustain rapid cell division. Iron is a key component of hemoglobin, the protein responsible for transporting oxygen in the blood, and without sufficient iron, follicles enter a resting phase prematurely, resulting in increased shedding and thinner strands. Beyond hemoglobin, iron is also integral to enzymes involved in DNA synthesis and energy production within follicle cells, processes that are essential for continuous hair growth. A deficiency disrupts this finely tuned system, leaving follicles starved of the oxygen and energy they need, which manifests as diffuse thinning rather than localized bald patches. Plant-based iron sources such as lentils, spinach and quinoa provide a valuable contribution to hair health, though their absorption can be enhanced when paired with vitamin C-rich foods, which convert non-heme iron into a more bioavailable form. Animal-based sources, including lean beef, chicken, and fish, supply heme iron, which the body absorbs more efficiently, offering a direct way to support follicle vitality. For women over 50, maintaining a balanced intake of iron through both plant and animal sources helps counteract age-related declines in absorption and ensures that hair follicles remain well nourished and functional. However, certain dietary patterns and foods can hinder iron absorption, indirectly affecting hair health. Phytates present in whole grains and legumes and polyphenols abundant in tea and coffee combine to iron and reduce its bioavailability, particularly when consumed simultaneously with iron-rich meals. Additionally, excessive calcium from supplements or dairy may compete with iron for absorption, creating a nutritional imbalance that impacts follicle metabolism. Chronic low-grade inflammation, common with aging, can also alter hepcidin levels, a hormone that regulates iron uptake, further complicating the follicle's access to this vital mineral. Optimizing iron intake involves not only selecting iron-rich foods, but also paying attention to timing and combination with other nutrients that facilitate its absorption. Pairing iron with vitamin C from fruits like citrus, bell peppers, or kiwi enhances bioavailability, while spacing out calcium supplements or tea and coffee away from iron-rich meals reduces competitive inhibition. By consciously managing these factors, women over 50 can create an environment in which hair follicles receive the oxygen and energy necessary to sustain robust growth. Iron's role in hair health extends beyond mere prevention of deficiency. It actively supports the regeneration of hair cells, strengthens strands, and prolongs the anagen phase, which is crucial for maintaining density and vitality. Through mindful dietary choices that prioritize absorbable iron and minimize inhibitors, women can empower their hair follicles to thrive, counteract age-related thinning, and maintain the appearance of healthy, vibrant hair well into later decades of life. Zinc plays a fundamental role in maintaining healthy hair follicles and ensuring proper hair growth, particularly in women over 50, where hormonal fluctuations and age-related nutritional changes can impact overall follicular health. This trace mineral is a key cofactor for numerous enzymes involved in protein synthesis, cellular repair, and tissue growth, all of which are critical for the production of strong, resilient hair strands. Hair follicles are highly active sites of keratin production, and without adequate zinc, the delicate balance of follicle cell division and differentiation is disrupted, leading to increased shedding and slower regrowth. Beyond its structural role, zinc contributes to regulating oil production in the scalp, maintaining an environment conducive to healthy hair growth. A deficiency can lead to a dry, flaky scalp or excessive sebum production, both of which interfere with follicle function and create conditions that may promote breakage or inflammation. In dietary terms, zinc is abundantly present in animal-based sources such as lean red meat, poultry and shellfish, which provide highly bioavailable forms that the body readily absorbs. For those who follow plant-based diets, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains offer substantial zinc content, though these may require careful pairing with other foods to optimize absorption due to the presence of phytates, which can bind zinc and reduce its uptake. Ensuring sufficient intake is particularly crucial for women over 50, as age-related digestive changes and shifts in stomach acid production can reduce the efficiency of zinc absorption, potentially affecting hair follicle resilience over time. While zinc supports robust hair growth, it also interacts synergistically with other nutrients such as biotin, vitamin A, and essential fatty acids to maintain follicle integrity. Adequate zinc levels enhance keratin synthesis and strengthen the hair shaft, making strands less prone to splitting and thinning. On the other hand, excessive zinc supplementation can interfere with copper absorption, leading to imbalances that paradoxically impair hair health, highlighting the importance of balanced intake rather than indiscriminate supplementation. Zinc C's influence extends to regulating inflammation and supporting immune function in the scalp environment. Chronic low-grade inflammation, common with aging, can disrupt the normal growth cycle of hair follicles, prolonging the resting telogen phase and contributing to diffuse hair thinning. By ensuring adequate zinc status, women over 50 can help mitigate inflammatory processes that compromise follicle activity, providing a more stable environment for ongoing hair regeneration. The impact of zinc on hair health is multifaceted. It not only strengthens individual strands and promotes regrowth, but also supports the broader physiological environment necessary for optimal follicular function. By integrating zinc-rich foods thoughtfully into the diet and pairing them with complementary nutrients to enhance absorption, women over 50 can maintain the vitality, density, and shine of their hair. This trace mineral, though required in small amounts, exerts a significant influence on sustaining the resilience of hair follicles, helping to counteract the subtle yet persistent changes that can occur with age, and providing a foundation for healthier, stronger hair throughout the later stages of life. Maintaining proper hydration and supporting the scalp with adequate moisture are often overlooked yet critical factors in preventing hair fall in women over 50. Water is the medium in which nearly all cellular processes occur, including those in hair follicles that regulate growth and repair. Hair itself is composed primarily of keratin, a protein whose synthesis depends on the delivery of nutrients through well-hydrated blood and interstitial fluids. When the body is chronically dehydrated, even mildly, the scalp can become dry and brittle, reducing the elasticity and resilience of hair strands and making them more susceptible to breakage. Beyond hydration, the scalp's microenvironment plays a crucial role in maintaining hair follicle activity. Proper moisture levels ensure that the skin barrier remains intact, preventing irritation, inflammation, and micro damage that can disrupt the normal hair growth cycle. Aging skin tends to produce less natural oil or sebum, which is essential for keeping hair soft and pliable. Without sufficient sebum, hair shafts are more prone to splitting, and follicles may experience a stressful environment that hinders regrowth. In addition to systemic hydration, topical care that preserves the scalp's moisture balance is important. Natural oils such as argan, jojoba, or coconut oil can help restore hydration directly to the scalp, protect against environmental damage, and provide a subtle barrier that maintains follicle health. These oils are rich in fatty acids, antioxidants, and micronutrients that nourish the hair at its root, enhancing resilience without relying on harsh chemical treatments that can strip moisture. The regular application of such oils can improve blood circulation to the scalp, promoting nutrient delivery and supporting the anagen, or growth, phase of hair follicles. Hydration also influences the balance of electrolytes and the functioning of enzymes that regulate cellular turnover within the follicle. Minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and sodium, which depend on proper fluid balance, play roles in maintaining cell membrane stability and signal transduction, both essential for active hair follicle metabolism. A well-hydrated environment allows these biochemical processes to occur efficiently, contributing to thicker, stronger, and more resilient hair. Environmental and lifestyle factors further underscore the importance of hydration. Exposure to sun, wind, and dry indoor air can accelerate moisture loss from both the scalp and hair strands. Consuming sufficient water along with hydrating foods like cucumbers, melons, and leafy greens can counteract these effects and maintain follicle function. Additionally, avoiding excessive heat styling, harsh shampoos, and chemical treatments helps preserve natural moisture, preventing the follicle from entering a stressed, dormant state that contributes to thinning. By prioritizing hydration both internally and externally, women over 50 can create an optimal environment for hair growth, reduce brittleness, and enhance overall strand strength. Proper hydration not only prevents hair fall, but also supports the longevity of hair health, reinforcing the hair's natural resilience and shine. Through conscious attention to fluid intake and scalp care, the foundation for strong, healthy hair is established, allowing the follicles to function at their best even amidst the hormonal and structural changes that come with age, providing a simple yet profoundly effective natural approach to sustaining hair vitality. Don't forget to subscribe to Ageless Health Insight for more natural, practical tips to keep your hair strong and healthy after 50.